Hi, first grade. Um, I tried to launch into pop-ups with a small group that showed up for first grade tea time, and I took too deep a dive into it and I lost most of the kids, and it made me reach out to Sally, and Sally said to make sure that I reposition the camera. And in my own head, I decided also to make the lesson simpler. So you will need a scissor, a glue stick, and 2 or 3 sheets of plain paper. So let me do the first step. I have always referred to a perfect fold. And what that means is that you line up the outside edges of the open paper. Do not fold it yet. You need to make them right on top of each other so that you actually only see one corner. You don't see two. And then, if you noticed, I pressed from the middle and out on the bent side. Please be aware for the next couple weeks that we're going to be talking about the open side and the folded side. But today we're just going to be working with some very simple pop-up ideas. If you did the Mother's Day card, then you have already started to make things stick out through bending. So if you would be so kind, let's make some bended shapes. I would say to start with, just make a couple of long rectangles. So I can roll this. And now it's become really dimensional and sculptural. I'm going to set it aside. I can also fold the papers. And when we did our sculpture garden, you did explore these different techniques. So we're just reviewing them because a lot has happened since we made our little sculpture garden. So you want to make a little accordion shape. I'm going to review making the accordion shape because it can be confusing. You need your long rectangle. Figure out how big you want your fold to be and make one fold. Then fold it again, but on that same fold so that all your folds are going to be the same size. And don't worry, we will experiment with folding them different sizes too. Okay? So here's our accordion. Now I'd like you to cut out a long, thin triangle. See how simply I'm doing it? I'm just taking an edge of the paper and cutting that. Now I told you we would do an accordion with the folds the different sizes. So we're going to start at the fat end and fold it. So we have another dimensional shape, another sculptural form. Now for the Mother's Day card, I had modeled making a flower. I'm going to model that again. So at halves, and quarters. I'll draw the line so you can see it. And I'm drawing a petal shape, a little bit like a rabbit ear. And it's on the side with the two folds, okay? And if I cut out the page that has been folded in four just once, I will get the same shape but 4 times. So I cut them out so that they would be connected because it's just easier for me to glue it that way. Okay, so here's my flower. And I'm going to take that bending technique and I'm going to bend up the petals. Okay. And I'm going to hunt for my glue stick, which hadn't traveled too far. And I'm going to figure out where I'm going to place these. You can color them before you glue them though. I happen to like white on white. And when you guys get back to going to museums, you can look for the sculptures of an American woman artist named Louise Nevelson. And she would make a lot of sculptures that were white on white or gray on gray or black on black. So assemble your different folded pieces. And you can do it however you wish. Then I have this left over from the flower, and I think I want to figure out a way of using this. I'm going to fold it again backwards and then down, and I have a kind of a tent form. Just explore. See what kinds of folds, what kinds of bends, what kinds of twists you can create. The main thing I want you to walk away with today is that there isn't just one way to turn paper into a shape, and I want you to make how to do a perfect fold part of your brain so we can use it next week. Okay, so you're going to make your sculptural card. Have a wonderful week.